Hey guys, welcome. And just as we sit down to video, a train is fixing to come by.
You'll listen to the background.
We thought we'd let you hear the dogs howl, they usually do. But
Yeah, we were just sitting out in here and we thought we'd visit with y'all for a little bit. It's a nice day.
it's beautiful. I don't know if they're going to be able to hear you over that train.
Well, we'll just keep talking until the train and the dogs take over.
Okay, and talk loud, okay?
Yeah, we'll see if the dogs have fun this time. I don't know.
What do you think the temperature is right now? About
I'd say
80?
Not even 80, I don't think. Maybe. Well, the train's not loud today.
no, the train went on by and the dogs didn't howl, so we were
Pretty fortunate.
doing good. Yeah, maybe the dogs will come up and y'all get a chance to see them.
Well, they were all running over here, but come here, guys. Come here. What?
Oh, now the train is whistling as it
baby.
leaves.
Hey, Big Tex.
This is Big Tex,
Yeah, this is old Tex. He's pretty good sized boy.
and this is his
This is
sister Bama.
And she's a good sized girl too. Good dog, very loving. Sure love these dogs.
We don't show them often because I was afraid the dogs would knock over the camera, but as you can see, they're not. So I'd like to show them off more often. I think they're beautiful dogs. We
Yeah.
do love them. And Sarge is around somewhere, but he doesn't come out as much as these two do.
Come on. Oh.
Now you see why we call him Big Tex.
Oh. He's a big old boy. But Sarge is he usually likes to just hide out over in the bushes. He's almost 13 years old
Yeah.
and he just likes to relax.
Hey, I wanted to show my wardrobe off a little bit. I wanted to show off my shirt. You can see it's a guitar. Dang, I dropped my water. Shoot, dang, I dropped my water. And then on the back, what does it say? Crocker Productions.
Crocker Productions. That's an old.
Crocker Productions, I guess you can see it.
It's an old shirt, and then it's on this side too, right down the neck of the guitar.
Oh, yeah, it is. So, Jason has had his own clothing line for many years now, I guess.
Yeah.
I have several more shirts I'll be sporting around from time to time.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was always an entrepreneur.
And
Now
he's not the only one that sports snake boots.
No, I got me some snake-proof boots, y'all.
Waterproof, snake-proof.
Look here.
Yeah. Take a look. Turn around.
Okay.
Turn around. Show them.
No, I don't want to turn around and show 'em.
Yeah, show them. Woo-wee. I like how them boots fit.
Well, I never had any real boots like this. The only boots I had was kind of like women's fashion boots, but they are
I'm
very
sporting
stiff.
my fishing shoes, thanks to Jason.
To Matt.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Matt
Jason.
gave him the tennis shoes.
It was Matt and my hat.
He was thinking about Jason and the boots.
Right.
Anyway, so I haven't told Jason that I got some snake-proof boots yet, but Jason, how long did it take for you to break them in? These things are stiff.
Yeah, that's what I told her. She put them on. She went, "Oh no, I'm not gonna be able to work." And I said, "Why?" She said, "I can't move." And I said, "Yeah, you can."
I said, I'm just going to have to send them back because they're too little.
Trying to look at that. What is it?
Game
Game
Winner,
Winner?
is the brand. I think it's from Academy. I think is where they're.
Game Winners, all slip resistant,
But
so
So-
waterproof.
y'all are watching for the first time. You think, shoot, dang, woman, why do you need snake-proof boots? Well, because we go hunting out at the ranch, or we don't really hunt much, but we go out to the
Or
ranch.
even walking out here in the grass, outside the yard, she could,
Yeah,
get
I
bit.
just-
But
I mean, I'm no Annie Oakley, but I would like to be prepared a little bit to be out there in the wilderness,
yeah,
But anyway, so much for my fashion. I guess we kind of wanted to wish these folks a happy Thanksgiving.
yeah. I hope y'all have a wonderful holiday, and thankful for what you have or will get, and
Y'all, this is all ad lib here, as they
Right.
say. We are just making this up. What are you thankful for, honey? Now, put him on the spot.
ooh-wee.
You got a lot to be thankful
Yeah, I
for.
do. I'm doing much better, I believe, and I'm thankful for that. I believe God's working within me with the medications and the plant that he showed me, I guess you might say. I can't really say that for a fact, but I feel heavily it was brought there. So
All right, have you talked about that in another video?
I believe so, yeah. About
Okay,
the plant,
well, just
yeah.
to prep, yeah.
Yeah,
It was in a
one of our little
raised
like I made
garden
a
beds.
raised garden bed and have a makeshift greenhouse.
And this plant miraculously grew.
I couldn't get anything else to grow because the animals would eat it. And I had tried tomatoes, onions.
And it wasn't something you had planted, it just
Right.
grew.
And this was something that just grew in its place. And I said, well, what is this? So I started researching it and found out, doggone, it was good for bladder and urinary issues. You know, urinary tract and prostate issues and stuff like that. So I said, why not?
I mean,
So-
I don't know. Everybody has their own beliefs. He said he felt like it was God sent. I agree, 100%.
And I felt better after I was drinking it. The tea, it seemed like I could urinate easier. But anyway, I've been doing a protocol too, if you don't know, for about, well, it was 3 months, and now I began again. Sent more information back to my doctor and MD Anderson. I want him to double check all the MRIs and all the tests that have been done on me and compare them, because I believe there's been some changes. And even in his notes,
Yeah.
indicated that there were issues that were not found, that were found in Corpus Christi. And so I'm thinking whatever protocol I'm doing, in God's grace, we're going to lick this.
I agree 100%.
You know, so-
and you people know that attitude is a big part of it.
And believe we're not a Bible thumping family or anything like
Now,
that.
wait,
My mother.
we have thumped a Bible or
Yes.
two. Now, don't go
No,
say it like that.
No, I'm just trying to say, you know, we're not pushing, you know, our beliefs on anybody,
No,
but
we're just
we
telling
just
you
show
how
you
it
that we
is.
trust in what we believe,
Right.
and we believe it's working.
Right.
And but anyway, now Granny, it might be a Bible thumper in her day.
So Granny, I know we're jumping back and forth, but Granny's coming to our house for Thanksgiving. It
Right.
should be just the three of us.
Right.
And she was very alert and active and happy today, and I hope she'll be that way Thursday. And
Yeah.
I
I
told
hope-
George I would hope that we could get a little video clip of her if she's doing good, you know. And
Yeah.
you know, but
She
you
looked
know how
really
it
good
is.
today. She
Yeah.
was smiling, bright-eyed, beautiful smile.
Yeah.
But she just looked me in the eyes, and I could just see the love and the twinkle in her eye looking at me, and she was just like, you know, my baby's getting healed. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I believe if she could have physically got up and danced a jig, she would have.
Yeah.
I mean, she's in agreement with it.
Yeah, she
Also.
understands. She
So-
understands the whole thing.
And I'm thankful for the same thing he's thankful for. So,
Yeah. I'm thankful for her because she's my rock.
And
You
he's
know,
my
we've had
man.
our times growing through our marriage and stuff, but
well, gosh, shoot dang, it's been 43 years.
I know. So we had a spat or two in 43 years, and we're still together.
We're still here to tell about it.
You know, our first threats were, if you leave, you take the kids.
That is so true.
But they're gone, so we can't use that threat anymore. And I said, well, I'll take Gooby from you. And ooh-wee, she said she ain't going nowhere.
We will always be together.
Yeah, so Gooby's got to live on.
I don't know why some of the other dogs
If
aren't going to
Gooby
mosey
expires, she might run.
up. Don't even talk about that.
All right, Bubba.
So, even though our Thanksgiving will be small in numbers, our turkey will be large in pounds.
Yeah, we last minute shoppers. We were in town
Yesterday,
I
which-
guess it was, and
I don't know when y'all see this. It was the Monday before Thanksgiving when we went shopping
so we,
at Walmart in
you know,
Keynessville.
they were kind of limited. Yeah, they only had a few, you know, but
A few turkeys.
right, they had marked them down. I don't know what, 87 cents or something like that a
88
pound.
cents a pound.
And
some were 98.
so anyway, I was looking in the bins, and I was like, good gosh. You know, the smallest one I could find was almost 20 pounds. It was 19 something, each one of them, and or bigger. And I was like, man, there was people next to me going, geez, you know, is that all there is? And I said, yeah. I said, there's some more down on the
Yeah.
other end. Went down there, They were even bigger.
They were huge turkeys,
You know.
but he has volunteered to air fry that puppy
Yeah,
in
I'm
the
gonna
oven.
throw it in the oven, air fry it, let it do its job.
We did. I put something on the community tab. I always put stuff on there, guys. Almost every day. Y'all should check it out if you don't. But it's not always real stuff about us. The air fryer I put on there about George. This is how he does the air fryer. That was not actual footage, people. I get a lot of it from Pinterest.
Oh, where that I'm putting
Yeah.
in that
Yeah. Now that's not to say he hasn't had that experience before, but that was not him.
I did not ever put a turkey in a burning pot, but I have put a turkey in a pot of oil and come up and it catch fire.
Yeah, that was probably when Jason was here saying that he loved deep fried turkey so much.
But
We hadn't done that very
I think I put
often.
that fire out real quick. We finished cooking it, but no, the air fryer turkey does real well. It gets just solid, crisp, just like if you fried it.
Yeah, that's going to be
And
delicious.
then it's juicy on the inside and tender. It's turned out well the last couple of
Yes.
times I've done it.
And I'm going to make the dressing recipe. I'll put a link in the description below. Matt videoed it one year, last year or the year before.
Yeah.
And I'm not cooking for a crowd. It's just 3 of us, so I never feel like I'm under pressure when I don't have a lot of company. So it should turn out good. And then I bought yams, and I'm going to probably just put
She
brown
says
sugar
she
in
said
it.
I'm going to make candied yams and stuff. And I said, why
no,
don't you
not
make
candied. I was going to make whatever I just said.
okay, whatever the thing. I said, why don't you just get them in the can? She said, no. And
Well,
and so we
honestly, it's cheaper to buy them by the pound. They were 74 cents a pound, and then a dang can of them already cut up. You don't know how much they cost.
and then me, being ornery as I am, I said, well, what is it? Is it
Sweet potato.
sweet potatoes or is it yams?
Yam. And I said,
She said it's yams, and
No,
I
I
said,
said-
no, it's sweet potatoes.
I said it's the same thing. I said it's the same thing.
And I said, well, why is it at the store one to say yams and the other one says sweet potatoes?
In the can, and we looked at Walmart
And-
yesterday, and they had them side by side saying
Yes,
that. But
and then on the opposite label, it said the same thing.
It did.
It said sweet potatoes in syrup on the yam can, and then on the sweet potato can it says yams in syrup. And I was like,
But you Googled
Whoa.
it, and you said, what is the difference between a yam and a sweet
They said
potato?
nothing.
It is nothing, which is what I told him.
they
They're
just
the
confuse
same thing.
people.
Yes.
They charge more for yams than they do sweet potatoes. They
At
do.
any rate-
Yams are more expensive.
That's what we're having now. I got to tell y'all, Granny is the queen of her sweet potato casserole. Now, she's no longer able to make that, and I am not mimicking hers because they're, for one thing, she put pecans in it,
Yeah.
right? I can't afford the pecans, people.
Yeah, she used to get them by like 5 pounds fresh pecans all the time.
I could afford the pecans if I wanted to. I'm not going to spend that much money on
She's
pecans.
cheap.
Although,
She's cheap.
I am cheap. But I did buy ready-made
A pecan pie,
and a pumpkin. I sure did.
and I hate pecan pies unless they're
Well, it's only...
clear.
The pecan pie is small, the pumpkin pie is large.
I don't like the inside of a pecan pie when it's creamy yellow color instead of being just crystal clear, almost that syrup color.
I like a pecan pie anyway.
Any
I
way
can
you can
get
get it.
That is exactly right.
I don't care for it. It's too sweet. I do like a pumpkin pie with some whipped cream on it.
Yes, I didn't buy whipped cream.
I saw it. I was going to ask you, do you
You
think I'll get
should
some
have.
whipped cream?
I bet Dollar General sells it.
Maybe.
Our Dollar General is fixing to start. Did we already tell them this? Fixing to start selling on the little fruits and veggies.
Well, I don't know about fruits, but I know they
Oh.
said something about
Veggies then.
veggies. Hopefully it'd be some fruit, but they said it'd probably be after the first year sometime before they do that.
We'll keep you abreast of the
Yeah.
situation.
They're changing. Dollar General's changing up so much.
Yeah, it is.
You know. But
So anyway, back to Thanksgiving. I am thankful for also our children. Aren't you thankful for them, our
yeah,
boys?
sometimes very thankful.
Sometimes.
Sometimes not so thankful. But well, I mean, you know how it goes.
Kids are kids.
Yeah.
Even if they're men.
Yeah. But nah.
So
good.
obviously we won't be together for Thanksgiving. Matt and Jared will be together, and then
Jason and Danielle will be together.
they'll
with
be
their
together.
family.
If they're not together on Thanksgiving, I haven't talked to Jason, but if they're not together on Thanksgiving, they'll have their Thanksgiving together whenever she can,
Right.
whenever her schedule allows.
But yeah, it's going to be just us three this time around.
And we were reminiscing about the last time the three of us were together. I don't know if it was last year or the year
A
before.
few years ago.
After we ate our turkey dinner, the three of us, we pulled up the chairs in front of the television and watched Gone with the Wind.
Right.
I'd never seen it all the way through, so it was good.
That guy's riding his clutch. Breaking.
So let's see, we discussed kind of your health, and we discussed what we're thankful for. And we hope everybody has a nice Thanksgiving. Y'all comment below if you would and tell us if you're doing the cooking and what you're cooking, and if you're going somewhere, where are you going? When we were checking out at Walmart yesterday, you know, he's putting this big, huge turkey up on the thing, and then there's an older than me gentleman standing behind us, and he had just a few things in his basket, and one of them was that pecan pie that he and I both had just picked up at the bakery, and I said, I see you're baking like I am. And he said, yes, I am. And then he had a little bitty tiny turkey breast, and but he said his family had gone out of town, and he chose not to go, and so he was doing his own Thanksgiving, so I thought that was kind of neat.
Who's outside your apartment?
There you go. You want to tell these folks happy Thanksgiving? I wish Sarge would come out. This is our whole doggy family. If Sarge would come, but
He's like, yeah.
he's the old man of the group.
He's watching us over there. I can see. He's just sitting there staring at us. laying there.
Sarge! Come here, Sarge!
He's not going either.
Oh well. I hope y'all can see all the pretty doggies. Oh, Goofy, I love you too. We have some Goob fans out there, so Goob, you want to tell all your friends out there in YouTube land? Say, Happy Thanksgiving, people! Tell your fans. You got some Goob lovers out there. Tell them Happy Thanksgiving.
Oh, Goob loves little Bama girls. That's his girlfriend. But
I'd like to give a shout out to my Odom family. That would have been my mom.
well, he was in love with her, except for mom being around.
Okay, my Odom family. That would have been my mom's side of the family. I don't know if any of them watch this or not, but happy Thanksgiving to all of them. They're in Alabama and Florida, and I love y'all. You got anybody you want to?
Well, all my relatives, all out and about.
All of them, huh?
Right. Yeah, I was looking up, I think the Pilgrims came here.
Uh-oh, here we go into a little history lesson.
Well, I think it was
Yes,
like 1630, 1632 when they signed the proclamation or something like that, Plymouth Rock thing. And what's funny is my grandfather, 12 generations ago, mine be 13. Matt and Jared and Jason they're the 13th generation Crockers in the United States. We came over in 1634. My grandfather and his brother, and they helped establish Barnstable, Massachusetts, and up there around Hyannisport. That's a pretty falcon.
And the tree?
Yeah. And
Did y'all see it fly off? That was a falcon.
did he take off?
Yeah.
Okay, because it was right up there.
I wonder if the camera's still going.
Yeah, I think yes.
Okay.
But anyway, they helped settle that area up there. You know, we visited that area a few years back,
2007, I think.
and there's a Crocker Tavern that was established in the 1750s, and there was an article about that, and somebody had something on Facebook.
On the Crocker family page for Halloween.
About that particular tavern.
They showed that house, and it said Crocker House Tavern,
yeah,
Halloween event or something.
right. They were touring or
That was
something.
the house that belonged to his family that we
Right.
went in.
We went inside of it and looked all in there. It was pretty neat being able to see the old furnishings, the guns, the fireplaces, the kitchen. Everything is just still the same. And that was, like I said, it was 1750 something. And then we went down to the Crocker Cemetery. We have our own cemetery over there. When I say we, it's my family cemetery. It's a huge one.
I feel like we've talked to them about this before.
We may have,
but it bears repeating.
Anyway,
We had taken the book that his grandma
my grandmother wrote books,
and she's the one that
researched
had
everything.
the house built here. She lived in it about 13 years or something,
Maybe.
and then we took over. Anyway, that lady had written a book, that grandma, describing all those relatives. So we opened up that book in the cemetery.
Right,
and we're
and there they
comparing.
are. I can see them, you know, from
And
my grandfather that originated here to, you know, his brother and all their families.
I'm not a
and
Crocker by blood, but I tell you, I had chill bumps from one
That
end to
was-
the other, just comparing the book to those. There they were.
Right, so it
It was awesome.
it was nice knowing that our family arrived and was trying to get away from all that, you know, reign of King Terror, you know, over there in England and stuff, because that's where we came from, Exeter, England. And my grandfather and his brother John John was a ship captain, and he had no siblings. He had a wife, but no siblings.
Children.
No children. And so everything that he and my granddad had gotten together and established where they were, that's where our family came from.
Well, it is awesome. It really is, and the boys have a lot to be proud of their heritage. And now, I might have to sick Phyllis Ship on you. She's the cousin in the Odom family with our family
The heritage.
Yeah, I'm not into it. I have a lot of documents that she sent me, but I can't quote them like you can. But I've been a Crocker long enough that it made chill bumps come
Right.
across me to be there. And that's
We have a lot of
beautiful
interesting
area.
stories with our family. My grandmother's side was a Hallmark, and they moved down here.
Would that be a Hallmark card?
We're probably related. It was Hallmark and Youngbloods.
Related by money? I mean, blood?
I don't know about that, but her dad, my grandmother's dad, Granddaddy J.D. Hallmark, he was the first judge down here in this area. So
That's impressive.
that was pretty
yeah,
neat.
when? Like 1909 or what?
Somewhere in the early 1900s. Yeah.
And I know we're jumping all over the place with this Thanksgiving video, if you want to call it
Yeah.
that, but his grandmother Crocker was just an amazing woman. I know we've talked about this before. She
wrote
traveled
poetry.
from Oklahoma when she was an infant by wagon.
Well, she was a young girl, like
Okay.
maybe 4 or 5, maybe.
In a covered
wagon.
And then she lived until
She was 95 years old when she passed away. so-
okay. And imagine the things she saw if she came down as a 4-year-old in a
Yeah,
covered
covered
wagon
wagon.
and died in 95 years later. The things she saw:
Yeah.
airplanes,
To
automobiles,
space, everything.
computers.
Yeah. So
Uh,
anyway, it was an interesting life that she led. She wrote a book about that, the family of the Sproulls. It's her name was Rachel Sproulls. That was my grandmother's mother's side. You know what I mean? J.D. Hallmark's wife, or whatever you want to call it. His wife's mother, Rachel Sproulls.
Okay.
Anyway, it showed their story of them coming down with them, with the Indian attacks and everything. They left Oklahoma, came through Lubbock, and then Lubbock back down this way, and had to go through the raids and things like that to get down here. It was very, very interesting.
And I know this is again a rambling video, but I think there must be a reason that you
Must be.
are even rambling about that. There must be a long lost relative out there or something
Maybe I
trying to reach you.
hope so. And like I said, I have have all of our lineage broken down to, you know, my granddads and their, you know, brothers and families, and so it's pretty neat to know your history like that.
Okay, and I know my camera over there, and the sun is bearing down on it.
Probably getting pretty hot.
Yeah, and we've probably been rambling way too long anyway. What do you think?
And it's probably not recording anymore.
And that would be very disappointing, because if it's not recording anymore, we're probably not going to do another one. So,
Alright.
well, happy Thanksgiving to all of you.
Sorry about all the rambling.
And well, I know they enjoyed it. And to you and all your animals from us and all of ours.
Got a little stuffed turkey here. He didn't even know it's me touching him, but he will now. Watch.
He don't mind, Dad. Okay, guys, happy Thanksgiving. If you haven't subscribed already, you're going to go turn that off?
Yeah.
If you haven't subscribed already, do that and comment and hit the thumbs up. Bye, y'all.